When I was in high school, actually all my life, I just wanted to be an artist. Hello, my name is Renee Stavinik. I'm a neonatal nurse. We take care of critical babies that are born either too early or babies that are born sick. I don't have a calling. This is my fourth career. You could do lots of things. You could have 4 careers. You could just keep changing them. So I'm pregnant with twins, I'm about to deliver, and I'm in the hospital. And I say to the nurse that was taking care of me, I said, "Do you work? How do you work with 4 kids?" She says, "Oh, well, you know, I work night shift." And I said, "Full time?" She said, "Yeah, full time, 3 days a week." And I'm like, 3 days a week is full time? Meanwhile, I'm working, you know, 6, 7 days a week. Called my husband and I said, "Honey, I'm gonna be a nurse." And that's when I started nursing school. I had twins, I had a 1-year-old, and I had a 2-year-old. And they all came with me to the college daycare. That's how I became a nurse. And I also love blacksmithing. I really enjoy doing other things.
Listening is part of almost everything. Part of understanding other people. Most of what I do all day long is listen. Psychologists provide psychological, psychotherapeutic treatment or assessment to people with mental health problems. Problems of daily living, adjustment to school, problems with relationships. We certainly do live in a really uncertain world, and there's so little we can do to change that. So the best we can do is learn to be flexible and ready to adapt. There are so many ways we can live in the world, and every time you listen to somebody or know a person really well, you're getting to hear a little bit about how they live in the world. If we're living in a good way, we're really changing as we grow through life. And the idea that we would pick something when we're 18 or 21 that somehow is the right choice throughout our lives, I don't think that's true for everybody. I think there's a few cornerstones that get set up about who we are. And boy, the whole rest of the building gets built throughout our lives. We need a value way of living. And once that's at the center, we can improvise from there. When in doubt, listen. I always try to remember that.
A well-made piece of glass has a nice solid foundation, and the bottom is always heavier than the lip. Hi, my name is Dennis Gardner, and I make glass. A good life has a solid foundation as well. Without that solid foundation, it's hard to build anything. Experience is a great teacher. One of the magical things about glass is it has a life of its own. The glass has a way of reflecting the way I feel as I'm making it. Teamwork is a great teacher because every person is different, and being able to work with different people strengthens you as a person and strengthens your work as an artist. It's definitely an important part of my career that I have a stable job and stable income so I can become the artist I want to be. A job is a good choice when you're happy to do it, when you think about it more than when you're just on the clock. It's not necessarily the thing that always pays the most money. It's kind of a balance between the things that make you happy and the things that allow you to live your life in the way you want to live your life. Life is an uncertain place. You're not always going to know the right path. Having a positive attitude is so important. So don't take yourself too seriously. Have a sense of humor. It's kind of the spice of life. Creativity is a way to wisdom. Creativity helps you continue to make things, question things, and think of things in a new way. The better I get at my art and my craft, the more questions I actually have. And that is the path to practical wisdom. The eWisdom Workshop.
When you create something with your hands, it gives it a lot more meaning. Hi, my name is Nate and I love to blacksmith. The most satisfying thing about blacksmithing is being able to take such a resilient material that you can do so many different things with it. It's so forgiving. First we find a good piece of scrap, and then the ball starts rolling and you can make it into anything you want. This is what I love to do. When I'm blacksmithing, I take a tool that has a spirit and I give what I'm making spirit. When you have something that you love to do, no one can take that away from you. It really gives you a sense of being. That infinite feeling, that feeling of being alive, knowing your place, you're part of the universe. The fire is my source, it's my creativity. The hammer represents my mode of transportation. It's where I'm going, it's where I want to be. The anvil is my method. It's what I want to do, it's how I do it. When I'm feeling down, I just like to go, be by myself, take a walk, go for a hike, and then I'll probably go to my forge and start working, start thinking, what am I gonna do? That just gives me hope that I'm not alone, and I feel like I belong when I'm with my anvil or my forge. Wisdom is knowing what to do when no one else is watching. When you're by yourself and you see something going wrong and you just know what to do, that's what makes someone wise. I remember reading somewhere that it's not important to necessarily be strong, but to feel strong. And blacksmithing gives me that feeling. It's through building character, it's through doing tough things that no one else wants to do. That makes you who you are. My name is Nathaniel Weiss. Welcome to blacksmithing.